This is Flavor Profile, a series where we look at ingredients that are similar to each other, in some cases, even interchangeable. We discuss what makes them similar, but more importantly, where they're distinct. This is a flavor profile on salad greens. We are in the thick of salad season, and there are so many choices for what leafy green to use in your salad. From iceberg to butterleaf, arugula to frisée, what makes these greens different from one another? And where can you substitute them in recipes? We're covering it all today. Let's break it down. While there are many varietals of salad greens, very few are actually true lettuce, members of the species Lactuca sativa. So we're gonna start this whole journey by covering the 4 main varietals of lettuce: Crisphead, Romaine, loose leaf, and butterleaf lettuce. Crisphead, or iceberg lettuce, is the most well-known lettuce in the US. You can often find it shrink-wrapped in most grocery stores. It is a tightly packed head of lettuce with large, flat leaves, and when properly stored, does have a very long shelf life. It has a mild flavor and incredibly crisp texture, but is not very nutritionally dense, especially when compared to other salad greens. You'll most often find crisphead lettuce served on burgers, in shredded lettuce on top of tacos, or as the backbone to a classic wedge. Romaine, or cos lettuce, is a very popular lettuce varietal with long, strong leaves. They have a dense rib down the center and a more feathery leaf on the edge. Romaine lettuce is fairly crispy, especially around the central rib, but also has a more punchy, earthy flavor. You can find large heads of romaine lettuce or very popular smaller varietals like Little Gem. Romaine lettuce is often served in Caesar salads, Middle Eastern cuisine, and sometimes charred or grilled. It can handle cooking in a way that many other lettuces just can't. Loose leaf lettuce is also known as cutting or bunching lettuce. These come in loosely packed heads with fairly wavy leaves. You can find many different varieties with different colored and textured leaves. They have a mild nutty flavor and a more delicate texture, not quite as crisp as romaine or crisphead. They are more delicate and perishable than our previous varietals and should only be dressed right before serving. Loose leaf lettuce is most often found in mixed green salads. You'll also often see them added to bowls or wraps for a green element. Butterhead, or round lettuce, are tender, sweet leaves that come in very delicate, aesthetically pleasing heads. Popular varietals you may have heard of before include Boston and Bibb lettuce. Because of how easily the leaves can be damaged, you'll often find them in whole heads that still have the roots intact. They are not very crispy, but are very flexible, delicate, and sweet. You'll often see them served with lettuce wraps, light, delicate salads, and on sandwiches. When you step outside of true lettuces, there are almost infinite choices when it comes to salad greens. The general rule being that they just need to be tender, flavorful, and good to eat raw. Today we're covering a couple of popular non-lettuce salad green options: arugula, spinach, radicchio, and frisée. Arugula, or rocket, is an edible leaf from the Brassicaceae family. That means this is more closely related to kale or broccoli than true lettuce. Arugula has small, delicate, wavy leaves. We most often pick them when they are small and immature, so they have a more delicate flavor and texture. Arugula has an incredibly distinct flavor. It is bitter and peppery, almost spicy sometimes. You'll often find it served wilted, on pizzas, or served in salads with very acidic or sweet ingredients that can help balance its complex flavor. Spinach is a leafy green plant with smooth, rounded, fairly thick leaves. While not particularly crisp, spinach is a very hardy leaf and can handle being cooked, wilted, or served raw. You can often find the large, mature leaves canned or frozen, but delicate, immature baby spinach is most often used in salads. This is a fairly nutrient-dense green and has an earthy, almost nutty flavor. Baby spinach is often served wilted or with a warm dressing, and you'll often find it in wintry salads with nuts and very punchy cheeses. Radicchio is a type of chicory from the same family that includes dandelion and endive. Radicchio come in tightly compact heads similar to crisphead lettuce and have gorgeous pinkish purple colors with white veining throughout. Radicchio has a bitter, punchy flavor that does mellow out when cooked and is incredibly crunchy. You'll often find radicchio served cooked due to the way its flavor will change, but you'll also often find it in salads with rich dressings and punchy acidity. They balance out the bitter flavor. You can often see radicchio in Caesar variants. Frisee is a type of curly endive, a bitter green that comes in many shapes and forms. Frisee comes in a curly, loose head, and its leaves have an incredibly crisp texture. Some call frisee an acquired taste. It can be incredibly bitter and punchy. It's often served with warm salad dressings. Slight cooking will mellow out the flavor. Or found in salad green mixes. You'll often see it paired with a loose leaf lettuce to add a little variety to the texture and taste. So where do each of these stand on their own, and where can you swap them out for one another? If you're making a salad with a really heavy dressing, try a sturdy lettuce like Iceberg or Romaine. When adding crunch to a sandwich or wrap, go for diced up Romaine or loose leaf lettuce. And if you're building a delicate salad, go for a loose leaf or Butterhead. Try using spinach or frisée for warm dressing salads. And when using arugula, radicchio, or frisée, try adding bright acids or sweet elements to help balance the complex flavors. This has been a flavor profile on salad greens. And until next time, I'm Kara, and I can cook. And now I need to make a whole bunch of salads because this is an unreasonable amount of lettuce and lettuce adjacent products. Okay.